Hi everyone, my name is Erika Buri. I'm the Director of the Atlanta Park System, and this is my daughter, Madeline, and we are here to present you with This week, in honor of the Great Backyard Campout, we're going to be doing a video on camping out in your backyard, or maybe you're camp out in your living room, or maybe you'll just eat camp out food, whatever. We are going to talk about how to set up camp and what things you can do, games you can play, s'more options, what to eat, all sorts of fun stuff. So stay tuned. There's lots of reasons why camping in your backyard is a great idea. If the weather is bad, you can go sleep in your beds. If you need to use the bathroom, it's right inside. If you don't feel like cooking on a fire, you can use your stove. So it makes things really easy. It's super flexible, and it's a great opportunity to get your kids outside, give them their first camping experience without investing in a ton of money or time. And if things go awry, you just go back inside. If you don't have a tent, you can string up a tarp, throw some blankets underneath it and pillows. It's just one night, so you don't even have to be that comfortable. If your kids are scared of the dark, you don't have to stay out all night. And if you don't have a backyard or you don't have a place to be outside, you can set up a fort in your living room. So it's really just about hang out with your family and doing some fun things, and having a good time. So hang out with us and see what we do. So if you're going to have a campfire, one activity you can do with your kiddos is to make some fire starters. And toilet paper rolls, easy way to start, and dryer lint. You just take the toilet paper roll, cut it in half, stuff it with dryer lint, and then like so, and then wrap it in a piece of wax paper. Twist the ends. Lint is super flammable. The wax on the wax paper will help light everything, and you can make a bunch of these just for the summer or just for your campfire, however you want to do it. I often save my dryer lint just in a bag so we can make these over and over again for our summer campfires. And the other kind of good camping hack that I've discovered is using cotton balls. 100% cotton balls and petroleum jelly. So petroleum jelly is super flammable, and the cotton balls are a great way to transfer that into act as a wick, I guess. The cotton acts as a wick. So all you need to do is dip your cotton balls in petroleum jelly, put them in your fire as you're getting it set up, and they'll work really well. And these are easy to store in your camping kit if you're going out camping. But really easy, quick thing to do just at home is these, and your kids will love putting them together. So when you're planning your backyard camp out, one of the most important things you'll want to plan for is food. Obviously, everybody likes to eat, and there's a ton of options, anything from really complicated to super simple. So we're going to go through just a couple ideas that are good to have in your back pocket. So I was a summer camp counselor for several summers, and occasionally they would send us and our campers out in the woods to do a camp out dinner. And essentially that was sending us out with foil, some vegetables, and hamburger patties that we would break up. But they're really easy. Foil dinners are super adaptable. You can make them pretty much however you want. And I saw some really fancy ideas on the internet, so check those out. But essential items: foil, vegetables, onions and potatoes are kind of the go-to. You want to cut them up pretty small so that they cook fairly evenly. You'll definitely want cooking spray to spray your foil down with. And then my personal favorite essential is garlic salt. Mustard and ketchup work. You can add hot sauce if you like. You can add whatever meat you want to. You could just do potatoes and onions. You could just do potatoes. You could throw in carrots. You could put in some green peppers. But again, lots of options, very adaptable. Also, foil dinners you can do on your grill. You can do them on the fire, or you can even do them in your oven if you don't have access to a fire pit. So again, pretty adaptable. Lots and lots of options, and super tasty. So Madeline adores s'mores, and she's always begging us to start a campfire so we can do s'mores. And lately it's been cool enough to do that, but honestly, you know, chopping wood and getting the fire started and all of that, especially when it's really hot like in July, is not something we're super excited to do. So I found this awesome idea for making a very small fire pit out of a terracotta pot. All you need to do is get some tin foil and a pot. You want one with a hole in the bottom, and some charcoal, so anything will work, just some briquettes. And if you need lighter fluid, use lighter fluid and a lighter. And you're gonna take your pot and put some tin foil in it. And I didn't put this all the way to the bottom. It's about halfway down. Do it a little bit further, but so I would use 2 pieces. If you have heavy duty, that'll work better. You'll want to poke some holes in it so that there's some airflow, otherwise your coals will go out. And then you start your coals. And my pot right here has been burning for about 20 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. It's still pretty hot. So we're gonna actually roast a marshmallow while I talk to you. But the great thing about this is that you don't need to have a backyard, you don't need to have a fire pit. All you need is a flower pot and some coals, and you can have s'mores. And of course there's a million varieties of s'mores you can do. You can do just your standard chocolate and graham cracker, or you could do, we did some with Reese's peanut butter cups. You can use Nutella, you can use, I don't know, there's a million different varieties, so you can make your s'mores however you want. If this is not an option for you, you can wrap everything in tin foil and put it in your oven. You can do it over your grill. Lots of options. This certainly takes a little bit longer than doing it over a fire because the heat takes a bit. The pot will get hot, so to keep your coals going, you'll want to make sure you prop it up on some bricks. And I have it on our wooden picnic table, but again, it's propped up on bricks so it won't burn the table. And then the awesome thing about this is you can just burn the coals out and then throw the foil and the leftover charcoal in the trash can and keep the pot for next time. So, and you can just do this over and over again. It doesn't take a ton of coals. I'm pretty excited about this hack. Can't wait to do it with Madeline. So I'm gonna toast this a little bit more, and then I'm gonna eat it. And I'm super excited. Okay, so Madeline was able to join me for this evening.
Look, it's not on.
It is on. It's recording. So Madeline was able to join me this evening for this part of the video, and we're making banana boats, which are an alternative to s'mores. Like if you can't do graham crackers, then you're gluten intolerant, whatever, you can do banana boats. And basically what you do is you take a banana and you split it open, and then you stuff it with marshmallows and chocolate chips and pecans. Saw a recipe for adding some cinnamon toast crunch.
Or pecans, but we did it with chocolate chips.
Hold that really quick. Don't squeeze it too hard. I don't have my heavy duty foil tonight, so we're just going to use 2 layers of regular foil.
I squeezed
It's
it
okay.
up a little bit.
You're okay. And we're going to roll this up. And we're actually going to do this on our grill. You can do it on a grill or in a campfire or in your oven. Again, if you don't have a campfire, no worries. Lots of options. But this promises to be very tasty, and Madeline is excited. I don't know if you could tell. The last thing that I had that we were gonna try was called campfire cakes or something like that, and what you do is you hollow out an orange and you put mixed up brownie mix in the orange, you wrap it in foil and you put that in the campfire. You can try that too. Lots of options for desserts, meals, you know, throw some stuff on a fire. Pretty fun and easy. So have fun. There are all sorts of game options for backyard camping. You can make your own games, you can bring out your favorite card games, you can bring out your favorite board games. It's pretty unlimited when it comes to your backyard. Some other things you might want to do, you can use a ladder and beanbags for a beanbag toss if you don't have cornhole. You can also do a tracking game. There's some really fun ways to use tracking signs. You can divide your family up into two groups, see if they can find each other. Scavenger hunts, another great way. We're going to include those in some of our camping kits. But lots of printables for scavenger hunts on the internet. You'll find them with just a quick Google search. So that'll be a great way to kind of use the time before bedtime, between dinner and bedtime, or while food is cooking, to entertain your kiddos. And it's right now it's getting dark pretty late, so you have a lot of time. So we go camping at least once a year, and we've done that forever. I feel like I'm a pretty experienced camper. I was a camp counselor. So what was really fun about doing this video was some of the new stuff I learned, and that the most new stuff had to do with lighting. So we don't have a lantern for camping, and nighttime lighting is a challenge beyond your headlamp. But what I found out doing research for this video is that if you fill up a gallon bottle and you strap your headlamp to it, then all of a sudden your whole gallon of water is a lantern. And this actually translates in a couple of ways too. If you have some glow sticks, you can fill up water bottles, like those 16 ounce or 20 ounce water bottles, with water, put the glow sticks in there, and those will make lanterns. You can use mason jars. In the slide you probably saw the bowling with water bottles picture. I thought that was pretty awesome. So you can also add soap and glitter to these jars or those bottles, and then they'll be all shiny and pretty, and that's another project you can do with your kiddos. So lots of lighting options beyond just having a headlamp or using your backyard, or sparklers are another fun thing to do. But this was my favorite new hack of the month. So there's a slide in today's video that has a bunch of information, websites, apps you can use for your backyard camping adventure. Some of my favorites that I have at my house is this one. This is The Stars, written by the gentleman who wrote Curious George. Really awesome, great explanations and seasonal maps of the night sky. Also, this one is fun. This one is actually a 1-star constellation for every day and some fun activities and information. Both of those are a little bit, for a little bit older kids and adults. We have this one at work that has a ton of information on camping that would translate to your backyard. Knot tying, which would be fun to try with your kids, and the tracking game I was talking about is in here. It's really thick, so there's lots and lots of fun things to look at and talk about. So that's another option. But the internet is full of ideas for camping out in your backyard. And the National Wildlife Foundation has a whole webpage just focused on that. So check it out. And I hope you guys have a great backyard adventure this summer.